Hey there, it's Elisha Goldstein, the founder of the Mindful Living Collective. And today I wanted to show you something that I think it's going to be really helpful for you, whether you're in a moment of stress or you're feeling like you're in a moment of anxiety, or even if you're kind of in that depressive loop of some kind, or it's also something that can help you if you're having a really good moment and in actually enhancing that moment. So this is something for you to create more mastery around your mental and emotional life and health, the moments in your day. And it's called the Triangle of Awareness. And many of you have maybe heard of this before, and I'm going to tell you all about it. And first, I just want to tell you how it's impacted me. And here's just an example. So, just last week, I'm creating this whole program called, it's like a program around how to meditate. And I have I'm responsible to certain organizations to deliver, the videos, for this course. And what's happened is last week I got really sick. Some kind of virus came over me and I started feeling kind of achy, and I got sore throat initially, and my nose started eventually getting filled up, and I could not deliver the content. Luckily, right now, you see, it's getting a lot better, and I knew I was gonna disappoint people and not make the deadlines that were out there, and so I started feeling really bad about it. Like, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get all the other stuff done? So all of a sudden, all these thoughts started happening, and then I started kind of feeling really frustrated and irritated, and I started feeling like overwhelmed, and then my body started feeling more achy, and this whole thing started happening. It happens like that. And then I noticed myself getting a little more snappy and this kind of stuff. And then I realized, like within my training around mindfulness, that there's a moment where you become aware. And in that space between the stimulus and response, that famous quote that's been attributed to Viktor Frankl, who's a psychiatrist, neurologist, Holocaust survivor, who said, between stimulus and response, there's a space. In that space lies our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. So if we can be aware of that space, if we're able to name it, then we can widen that space where choice, possibility, and freedom lie. So what did I do? I brought up this very simple, handy little board here. Actually, I didn't do this. My wife actually wrote this out. If I wrote it out, it would be completely illegible. But this is called the Triangle of Awareness. And basically all it is there's three things happening in our life in any given moment. There's sensations that are going on in our body. Our body's reacting to something. There's emotions that are happening. We're feeling everything from comfortable to uncomfortable. We're feeling fear. We're feeling anxiousness. Like in my experience, I was feeling, kind of anxious, that I wasn't getting anxious and overwhelmed would have been the emotion that was there. This contraction in my body, this heaviness and contraction was the sensation of my body. And the thoughts were like, oh no, what am I going to do? And then all these other things that are owed to other people, or things I wanted to get done, and expectations I had that weren't going to be met, and then that fed the anxiety that was there and the heaviness, and probably didn't make me heal any faster, I'll tell you that. So basically what I did was I said, okay, what's going on now? I said, okay, there's this sensations. This is how my body's feeling right now. And a deep breath kind of came over me as I did that, because once you're able to name something, you bring blood flow back to your prefrontal cortex for a moment. That then is involved with emotion regulation and impulse control, executive function. And then I was able to say, like, God, I'm feeling really lousy right now. I'm feeling really anxious. There's kind of fear that's overwhelm that's there. And it's because of these thoughts that are there that I'm going to disappoint somebody, or the mountain of stuff is going to pile up, and I'm not going to be able to keep up with these expectations that I have or other people had. And in that moment, I just noticed that, and I was aware of this experience that was unfolding, this triangle of awareness, and I was able to kind of relax my body, because really the question was, what did I actually need in that moment? I needed to take care of myself. My body was under attack, and so I needed to just kind of settle down, relax, and take care of myself in that moment, be softer with myself, be kinder to myself. That's really the healing that's there. That's how we get better quicker, is by realizing what we're needing and being able to give ourselves that. But the first thing we have to do is be able to interrupt the autopilot. And one way of doing that, and I'm giving you this tip right now, is by naming the triangle of awareness. What's happening in any given moment? Thoughts, emotions, sensations. This is really wonderful if you struggle with anxiety, or if you struggle with regular overwhelm, or even if you struggle with a heavy self-critical or self-loathing type of nature, to be able to put that pause in between the stimulus and the response and the reaction that's happening in there, so you can widen that and you can say, okay, what does it actually need right now? What's going to be helpful to me right now? What's most important for me to focus on right now? And being able to recognize thoughts, emotions, sensations in any given moment, you can just remember those three things, is going to help you widen that space to help give you perspective and clarity on what you were needing in that moment. For me, again, it was to be more relaxed with myself, to get particular things that I know if I take are going to be help my immune system in my body, to walk around slower and softer. And I believe that's really helped me recover a lot quicker. And just to give you this extra tip about how do you bring this into your life to enhance joy, let's say, in a good moment, when there's a good moment happening, you might recognize, like, hey, this is a good moment. How's my body feeling right now? Can I settle into this? Can I feel this and just allow myself to experience this embodied kind of gratitude maybe that's here, and just let it be. Emotions, and I'm having these kind of good thoughts, or whatever that is, thoughts, emotions, sensations, emotions, thoughts, and just kind of recognize that and allow yourself to linger in that a little bit more. Okay, I hope this was helpful. Really, most importantly, take this into your life. Practice and repeat this type of thing to let yourself have this experience with it, and I hope you really enjoy it. Okay, bye for now.